It's NHL opening night. Rangers, Blackhawks, Leafs, Canadians, Sharks, and Kings. It's going to be completely insane today. We're going to be taking your calls. We can talk about your favorite team. I don't give a damn. All on In the Crease. I hit the wrong button. God damn it. I'm angry and I'm hiding it, Dave. I'm In the Crease with Tommy C. Yeah, I wanted to go up. I can't do it, Dave. I can't do it. I'm fucking aggravated.
Give him to your head.
I gotta get this out. Before we talk about the goddamn season, I'll be taking your calls and all that crap. Finish Newsflash, send me something that made me fucking insane. Insane. He's like, next year...
Might want to calm down. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Next year, they're going to pit... Because Andrew Ferentz apparently bagged... Or I don't know if he's been stripped or Puck Daddy's saying he gave it up. Okay, who cares if he's captain? It's not like it was working out so well over there to begin with. And he said something about Connor McDavid getting the goddamn captaincy. And I just fucking had shades of 1993 and hashtag Eric Lindros. And what a disaster that was to put that much responsibility on somebody who hasn't skated in the fucking NHL.
Breathe.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. We're all here for you.
That could be... This is why the Oilers are losers.
They haven't made an announcement.
Losers. They'll do it. I think, first of all, that fucking kid in Finland's smart, and you know it. He's probably goddamn right. I'm just living in a goddamn dreamland to think that the Oilers would be smart enough to develop the fucking kid first. Jesus Christmas. You know, Strong got sent to this fucking junior team this year. Maybe the Coyotes got a fucking head on their shoulders.
Should be interesting.
My wife's yelling at me.
It's hockey season, Andy.
Yeah, let's drop the puck. Tommy C's already angry. What's going on with your team, man? Hey, Rangers, Blackhawks tonight. We should all be excited and happy and appreciative. You know, there's a lot of people around the world, not just in the United States, that don't grow up in Canada, and this is not like a holiday to them. But you know, when you're sitting at your desk and you're watching the clock and you're looking at it, and it's only like 2 hours to go. When you go home, the best part of your year starts, and it starts right here tonight. Dead on Dave. Hey, look, all right, what should we talk about first, you think?
Oh, there's so many things. There are so many things we could talk about. You know what I think it's something that we haven't really mentioned too much about, and you kind of talked about it a few minutes ago offline. I want to know how much of effect the new overtime format is going to have on teams, man. I think it's going to be a huge upgrade. Now, we talked about for the entertainment value.
Sure.
But, man, seeing who was able to adapt to that, who's able to excel, who has the proper lineups to really be able to score. I think a team like Edmonton, since we just talked about them, I think that might be a team that might be quite dangerous in a 3-on-3. We'll see. Right. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Well, there's all these things. Here's my guess on 3-on-3, okay? There's all these sort of like, well, the NHL coaches ruin it. Well, they're going to try to win. There's no doubt about it. Here's the thing. I don't think you can bog down. You certainly can't bog down the neutral zone with 3 players.
No.
How can you do it? And from what I've seen so far, and we are in the earliest stages, and I did watch a little bit of the AHL. Actually, I went to watch some AHL games this summer to check it out. I don't think there's much you can do with 3-on-3. I don't think there's any, unless something really dramatic happened and you just don't play any offense at all.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I don't think you might be able to pull that off against a team with no talent, maybe a bunch of grinders. But maybe. I don't think could you really think you could do that with Duncan, Taze, and Keith? I think it just what are they going to do? We can do a lineup in front of the goalie, like a goal line stance? I don't think that's possible.
How about matching up a team like Tampa Bay? What if they throw the triplets at you? Something like that. I mean, there's just so many possibilities.
I don't know. Could there be something out there right now that some brilliant hockey mind? I mean, the
too much open ice.
Yeah, I think that's
you put one slow poke out there to go ahead and try to disrupt anything inside their own zone. You're gonna get it's 3-on-2. It's 3-on-2.
Well, at least this year, what you're going to see is you're probably going to see 3 forwards a lot, with the possible exception of a PK Subban or a Duncan Keith or Drew Doughty or something like that.
Anyway.
The defenseman probably won't even play. You're going to have high-powered offense. I don't think there's any way to explode it down. And I'm saying this thinking like John Tortorella's like, you watch, motherfucker, and I'll figure it out. But
watch me try.
But you know, somebody's making a comment, Doc Brown Dave. Let me go to the chat real quick and give a big shout out to everybody's team. Andrew J, go for your Blackhawks. Daniel Jelaine, I don't think I've seen your name before, and I don't know the topic. The topic's opening
Welcome
night.
aboard, hockey fuck.
Topic's opening night. You can give me a call, 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660, or add me and call me at Shop at the Point.
The day is the topic.
The day is here.
The holiest of the holy. It's opening fucking day.
Yes.
That's the topic.
Gun Cannon 15. All right. I'm going to rock this out while I work. Happy National Drop the damn puck day. Get it on already. Yeah, he knows what I was talking to. I connected. Roy Berger, good luck to your Bruins. Real Talk,
luck.
Metaphor Messiah. By the way, we dropped that video today. Goodfellas, I hope you like to check it out. It's right here if you subscribe to the channel. Pure Pustinen. I got it!
Good job riling up my friend Pure.
I got it.
Dude.
I got it.
Rile him up, man. I got to deal with this guy. Come on.
Yeah. But Pure, he's right. He's not wrong. Whatever, mate. Dark Blonde Dave.
Dark Line Dave. I don't even know what that means.
Guys, cute. Dead on, Dark Blonde.
Dark Blonde. Blonde Dave.
Why would they take it from Ferentz anyway? That's the thing. Are they going to award this thing to him? Are they going to give the goddamn captaincy to this kid already?
I don't know. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, they could.
What makes sense over in Edmonton? And
No,
what are the laws of averages of winning, getting so many goddamn first-round picks that suck? Sorry, Andre Corbio. Somebody needs to go over there and stick boots inside ass, twist them right side up ways, then drop in their back, kick them over their head. That's what needs to go on with those kids over there. Something tells me Connor McDavid will overcome just about anything. You know what's going to happen? They're going to suck this year. Right. In fact, I'm not going to put in my playoff. They're going to suck, and they're going to fire everybody because there is nowhere to run. There is nowhere to hide if you can't win with this team. With the talent that's on the team, especially Connor McDavid. You can't win with Connor McDavid. You can't sell Connor McDavid. Get the fuck out. I don't care how many Stanley Cups you won here.
I think they're going to be okay. I got a feeling that Edmonton might make some surprises this year.
You do? All right, we'll get to that. We're going to go over our picks who makes the playoffs. We did this last year. And by the way, if you weren't here last year, I picked Calgary and I picked Edmonton. Yeah. Hashtag Jack Malone. Winnipeg? Yeah, was it? Yeah, I didn't pick Edmonton.
You didn't pick Edmonton.
Yeah, I didn't. I picked Winnipeg and I picked Calgary. And I'm still rolling in that. Nobody would have said that. Yeah. Nick, let's go Rangers. Dr. DK
Not
Daniel.
tonight.
You came to the right place. Daniel, make sure you sub, and like and share. You like a hockey show like this. I'm a real jerk, though. You'll get to know me. But you know what? This is a clique. This is a clique of people, and we bust balls. If you can hang, you'll feel it's like getting through basic training. You got your balls busted, and you're stronger for it, and everybody will admire you.
How many locker rooms have you been in, good sir?
This is a locker room. It is kind of a locker room.
It's a locker room.
So I do hope you like sub and sharing a lot of good crap. But let's see what else. Jaromir Jagr. That's another thing. You think he's going to have a regular season, or is this it? 43 years old.
I think he's going to have a really good year. I mean, comparable to what he did last year. Like anywhere.
That would be a really good year to me.
It was a good year for 47, 87 years old. 20, 25 goals. I'm expecting somewhere around there again. Until the mullet is grown out, then he'll have 10 goals in about a 5-day period because that is the wealth of his power. Samson shit. You know what I think? The funniest thing would be if he gets off to a really hot start. Let's say he just starts lighting the world on fire, like a hat trick, like a natural hat trick too on top of it. Just some crazy shit. People are going to be sending him 19-year-old already committed models. It's going to be fantastic. What have you found? The fountain of youth.
Supposedly.
Junior hockey players, 19-year-old model girlfriends. That's the fountain of youth. And it's amazing that he found it.
Your Samson comment might not be as far off as you think. Here's a quote. Jaromir Jagr. I just want to hold on. I'm going to do it. I just want to find out if it's the hair or just me that was good.
Speaking from a guy who just went through a hair crisis and found glory in amazing new hair, he's going to be just fine.
I just want the freak because he has really dark black curly hair and that one like gray hair that comes out and you look like, I don't know, Frankenstein's bride. something like that. That's what I want. That's definitely what I'd like. What else is going on? Let's see. Maybe we'll get right into the picks. Again, I'll take your calls. You want to talk about today? I'm being very liberal today. You can call in.
Yeah.
You can say, "Let's go Penguins" or something like that. I don't care. It's good.
I got a topic for you real
sure.
quick. If you got to throw a percentage on the chances of my Blackhawks repeating, being the first team to do it
Percentage?
since the Wings back in 97-98, what's the percentage?
I wouldn't give you any more than 10 points. I still think they still have a chance to repeat. I just don't believe this is the year they can repeat. I think they're going to go through a little bit of adjustment period because of so many changes.
I'm going to go relatively high. I think they have a 40% chance.
40% chance. So how many points would you give me? I only know gambling.
What points? I'm not giving you points.
Well, if you were gonna be the bookmaker right now, all right.
Oh,
if you're the bookmaker,
what odds would I give you?
Yeah, what odds did you give me?
Okay,
I'm going to bet in the Blackhawks. What odds are you going to give me?
Well, Vegas is like giving like 6-1, which is
6
pretty.
to 1?
You know,
Well, I only
it
know
might even be better than that.
I only know the European odds.
They're a top 5 team, so I mean, it's like it's not like I can give you favorable odds.
Yeah.
20-1. They're a top 5 team in the league,
Sure.
possibly even potentially top. I know you think the Brandon Saad thing is going to really affect them.
Sure.
I am not convinced of that yet. I believe this team is very much like the Patriots in football. It's just their system in a lot of ways. They have Quinville, they're plug and play. They got a lot of depth, a lot of talent. And let me tell you something. If you thought Brandon Saad was good, Teuvo Teravainen,
He's great.
This kid is going to show you something this year. I was right about Saad. 4 years ago, was I not the guy?
Yes, you did.
Telling you about Saad. Well, I'm telling you about Teravainen. This kid is gonna be something real special. And I told you about Haynes too, and you've been reaping the benefits
Haynes,
of that
I was a
kid
little
as
worried
well.
about. I got the feeling the Haynes thing was all about money as far as Haynes is concerned. No, but it was really money the Blackhawks are concerned. So they had to let him go because they're so deep. They just make a lot of good hockey decisions over there. Can the Blackhawks repeat? Well, I'll give you my honest. Yes, the odds are against it.
It is.
A two like 4 in a 6-year period. I mean, that's just that is really pushing
3
it.
in a 5-year period.
It is, and I just and let's face this, and this is going to maybe make some old Blackhawk fans. I know we got a lot younger audience. This is the greatest era in Blackhawk history, hands down.
No question.
It is better than the Stan Mikita, Brett Hull era. As great as that era was, I don't think there's only one cup between the both of them. I'll be honest with you. They went and they didn't always win. So we think of the Blackhawks as this original 6 power, and but this is definitely the best. Could they do it? Yes. Odds are no. Because I think what you're depending on is somebody to step up that we don't know about yet. The most likely place for that to happen. The most likely.
I'm depending on what's been getting us there in the past. I'm depending on a lot of Tays, a lot of Kane, Hossa, Seabrook, and then a bunch of these guys to plug and play individuals. Duncan Keith yet again. That's what I'm depending on. They have that all. And I believe Crawford's going to have an even stronger year than he did last year. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I think the Blackhawks are going to have a fantastic season. And Teravainen.
Roy from Florida, you're on the air. What's on your mind?
Hey, I don't see Frenchie Ben in the chat. Somebody's got to update him and tell him the show's on.
He's on the way. He's at work. He's got work.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
Yeah. He's got an interesting work situation. By the way, Dave, we're not allowed to talk about what he does.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, he just he's got work and he's gonna have time. Sometimes he's gonna not have time, but mostly Sundays he'll be good. So no.
I knew somebody else was gonna know something I didn't know.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on the Bruins this year?
Well, Char's day to day right now.
There's my feelings.
Is that hysterical or what, man? No, I'm happy. I'm happy they kept the coach. You know.
2 months.
And,
2 months, Roy.
2 months.
You got
Roy.
2 months before that guy's gone.
Yeah,
Mark
Julian.
my words. 2 months.
I like
we'll be
Claude
out
Julian.
of there. That GM didn't want him.
Okay.
2 months, he's gone.
Let's see. A lot of new young blood on the ice.
Yeah. Well, that's really what's going to have to carry him. We're going to have to see new guys. You know, they have a lot of positions. They have a decent goalie. They have a tremendous leader. They have an aging defenseman that at his top of his game or when he's in it is probably one of the most dominating defensive defensemen ever, and he can still fire the puck. But I don't think that's enough. I think that time has passed for the.
Cam Neely is not going to be able to protect Julian very long. Let me tell you.
No, it may be.
No, but listen. What about the Blackhawks? You think the Blackhawks are going to come out right out of the top hanging?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're not really a
I think
banging
they're going to
team.
make a statement tonight at home. I think they're going to have a really nice game. I do think they will beat the Rangers tonight in pretty good fashion. I think you're right, though, Tommy. It's going to be an ugly game.
Yeah.
But like something like 5-4, some shit like that. But it's going to be an interesting game. Look for Kane to have a big night tonight.
Hey, Roy, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. I'm gonna move on. Take care, buddy. Here's the thing about tonight, and I'm going to make this. I guess it's sort of dispel a myth, so to speak. Every year we get excited. Every year we get hype, and we have every reason to, because this is our sport, this is our game, and it's unique and it's different and it's not super duper mainstream. The hockey's gonna suck tonight. It's gonna look ridiculous. It is. They're not ready yet. That's one of the problems with playing a World Cup before the season starts, if you perfectly ask me. You have no idea. I don't care if the Rangers lose tonight. I don't think it means absolutely anything. Certainly want to make a statement right off the bat. Certainly the Blackhawks are going to do that. Certainly the New York Rangers do that. But you don't get an idea how these teams play until November.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the absolute truth.
It's not going to mean anything. You're 100% right about that.
Yeah, it's not going to mean much. I mean, the important thing, don't get friggin' blown out. I think that's I think that's like the biggest thing. Don't get blown out. Now, they can't have that attitude.
No.
And then even if you get blown out, it's not even the worst thing in the world. You figure, oh shit, we can't do that. We forgot about this. Whatever.
Yeah. No.
We can't get blown out.
I don't think they're going to. I don't think either team's going to get blown out here. These are two very veteran teams. This is not young teams. These are very well coached teams. I'm not worried about that at all. I think it's going to be sloppy, but I think it'll be a little bit better than what we might be thinking. I think it's going to be very interesting to see the different changes that both teams are going to be having. You guys without St. Louis and a couple other pieces, us without Patrick Sharp and Brad Richards and Brandon Saad. There's a lot of new moving pieces. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
I'm always talking about the New York. I don't talk about the New York Rangers that much because I am a fan and I do a hockey. I mean, I do other leagues too if it comes up, but I do want to talk about the Rangers. Seeing Little Aceto got in there. Little Aceto says more like December for us, and that's traditionally that's what I'm talking about. I think the absence of Carl Hagelin will be even more of an impact to the New York Rangers, and it's been sort of underreported. I mean, good luck to him and the Ducks and everything. Ducks got serious Stanley Cup chances, just like pretty much they do every year. Sure. I think you're really going to see how much. I mean, what are the Rangers? Fast. What are they less of this year? Not so fast. They really should have been a little more radical and traded. I would even have been satisfied with picks. The core of this team was much more important than Rick Nash. I like Rick personally. I know he plays hard. I don't trash him very much, but he's not a playoff guy. 3 seasons. Now I remember I fried Greg Wyshynski just because he had one bad playoff year, and it was and I was right to do that at the time. And maybe he's not a big city guy, right? Well, you can't say that after the first freaking season. That's stupid, especially because there was a half season that year. Yeah. But I think you can clearly say 3 seasons later that Rick's not a good. I think Rick may have 40 goals this year. I think it's totally.
He'll have a really nice regular season.
But
it'll be interesting
don't know what
to
it
see
is.
what he does without St. Louis.
I don't know what it is, and he even played better in this year, as far as defensively. And he filled a lot of the things that he wasn't doing. When he wasn't doing something offensively, he was more of an impact player. They pay him to score goals. They paid Martin St. Louis to score goals. They didn't score goals. So why are we getting rid of Carl Hagelin? We could have traded this guy for picks. We could have traded him for another good player. He's only about 30 years old. Why are we still basing the heart of the offense around a guy that doesn't show up in the goddamn clutch?
Yeah.
No offense. He doesn't do it. He worked really hard the summer before. Not last summer, the summer before. He worked really hard. He still didn't come up. He still didn't do it. So
I think a couple guys are going to surprise you, though.
They better.
I think Kevin Hayes is going to have a nice season for you guys. I think Stahlberg's going to have a really nice year. I think Zuccarello's going to have a really nice year.
Do you think he's going to recover from that? A skull
fracture?
What's
get you guys to the dance.
He could be a changed player, Dave. I'm more worried about Zuccarello now that you mention it, but go ahead.
Defense is going to be big for you guys this year until you guys know what type of offense you have. Once you figure that out, then the defense could relax a little bit. But it's going to be iron tight defense at first. I'm expecting a lot of slower pace games out of the Rangers, especially in the first few weeks.
Yeah.
And it's going to be about, like it is every year, the king.
We could have afforded a little Estito. We just had to get rid of fucking Nash. We could have afforded him.
Look for Yandel. Look for Yandel too.
Yandel had a nice little.
Once they start figuring stuff out, I think he's going to be important. Because
I don't blame Keith Yandel for not producing because I think it's a really difficult position to be putting yourself in bang to bang like that, especially with a special sort of defense like the Rangers. The Rangers have this weird thing where they have this crushing defense with unbelievable speed, but usually the speed and the heavy defense doesn't go. But here's the thing: I would have went with the core of the team. The core of the team, Nash has never been anything but a big free agent on our team.
Yeah.
He has never been anything other than big. I don't know what goes on in the locker room. I'm sure he fits in. But to me, the core of the team was Hagelin and Kreider and Zuccarello and those guys. And those guys can score goals. So if you're not going to get goals from Rick, I don't care you can take that President's Trophy and stick it up your ass. I don't care. I don't care about it. I want a Stanley Cup. I'm from the New York area. I want a Stanley Cup. So
it's all or nothing.
It is all or nothing, and it should be.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, exactly. You're the first loser if you're second place.
I'm so glad I'm from the Midwest. Have I told you that lately?
Yeah, when you're
everybody's
satisfied.
Just a little bit more happy
Midwest,
with second
satisfied
place.
with mediocre.
Hey, you know what? There are times in my life when I was striving for mediocrity. All right, let me tell you that right now. I'm okay with it sometimes.
You would actually say with one 40-goal scorer, the Rangers wouldn't make the playoffs. No, I'm saying, yeah. I don't know if he's talking to me or not. But, yeah, you get rid of the one, I think they still would make the playoffs. They would still make the playoffs without Rick Nash. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. None. Zero. Zip. Wow, listen to me on the Rangers, man. I don't usually do that because I think everybody's like, oh, he's only going to talk about the Rangers, which, by the way, is like a minority at the time. So
it does not happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often. I don't want to talk about Toronto. Screw them. We're probably going to end up talking about them all fucking season anyway, because we always end up talking about fucking Toronto.
Dead last. I got 2 words. Dead
I'm not
last.
Toronto. You know what? I talked enough about that goddamn team last year. I mean, they dominate the goddamn news cycle. Thank God I'm not French or I talk about the Habs. Yager, real talk. It's picks time.
Yes.
It's picks time. Let me get my pen. We did this last year.
And
you can call in during our picks and fuck, you can give us your own. I don't give a damn. What do you want to do? Eastern Conference or Western Conference first?
Let's start with the East.
Start with the East. You first, because I didn't write it.
All right, you just want me to give you my 8?
Give you your 8. 8
All right,
in the Eastern
here we
Conference.
Go. In no particular order.
No particular order. Just got to make the playoffs. You get a point if they make the playoffs.
Give me the Tampa Bay Stamkoses.
Okay.
Not for long. Soon to be Hart Trophy winner this year.
Okay, Dave. All right, I'm
the Montreal Canadiens.
Habs.
Detroit will continue its improbable run with age. I do like what they did in the offseason. I think Detroit's going to still be a pretty good team. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Your Rangers.
Rangers, they'll make the playoffs.
Easy. The 4th. Yeah, I stole that. Sorry.
Okay.
The Penguins, the Sissy Crosbys.
Yeah, they're making the playoffs.
You're going to have 2 New York teams in once again because the Islanders ain't going anywhere but up. I think they're going to be even better than they were last year. I think they're going to maintain it longer than they did last year.
I keep on hearing stories that they need to adjust to the new arena. Like, what the fuck?
That's a mental thing, I think.
I don't know. Whatever. I mean, it's probably just media bullshit. But go ahead. Keep going.
I know I beat up a little bit on Saad yesterday privately when we talked about it, but Columbus, they will get in. They will get in. They will be the 8th seed. And the team that is going to be the most impressive, and I'm predicting President Trophy winning, the Washington Capitals. And I also think they're coming out of the East.
Yeah.
I'm really on Washington this year, man. I was on them last year because I love Barry Trotz because he just tells people exactly where to fucking go.
Yeah.
Love that guy. So Barry Trotz and the Washington Capitals. There's my 8.
Okay. My turn. I really like your picks. I'll be honest with you.
Pretty good, aren't they?
Of course, I'll take the Rangers. No particular order. Rags. Sort of the Tampa Bay. Probably not Stamkos's by the end of the year. Obviously the Habs. I mean, that's completely reasonable. I don't see a lot of surprise here. Detroit. I have a bad feeling about Detroit this year. I'm not as confident as you are.
I was a little shaky on them, but I went after doing a little bit of research and number crunching. I went with Detroit.
They still got some fantastic hockey players over there. Little elderly, but they said. Then of course you have to put Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't care what they do in the playoffs. They're going to make it. I don't know if Phil Kessel might have been the worst guy to put there, just character-wise. But Kessel's probably not as bad as he's reported. And
Kessel he slimmed down a little bit from what I read. He looked like he's more focused. I like Kessel. I think he might be a good addition over there. You convinced me.
Sing along at last. Do you like CBJ?
I do, but I really wanted to put Florida in. I'm not gonna lie. I want to see Yager in there. I do. I want to see Florida because I think they can take a step forward, but they're gonna have to get past Columbus. And if Saad is able to be the leader there and be the point scorer that he showed that he could be at times in Chicago, they're going to be hard to get past, but I really want to put Florida in there.
I'm going to go CBJ with you. EJ. And who else? What's the odds of Boston not making it 2 years in a row?
I think very good. 100%. They're going to be without a coach in 2 months.
It's 3-on-3 hockey. There's not that much shootouts this year. I'm going to put Boston in the playoffs.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I think the 3-on-3 might help them.
I think they're done. I think
not
as
many shootouts.
Passed.
Yeah, no, it's hard, doesn't it? But I'm going to put them in, and I'm going to put Florida in. I think Florida will make it this year in the East. What do you think of that, bitches? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dave, Western Conference, please.
Western Conference. This one's a little bit harder. I'm not going to lie.
Harder, yeah.
It's a little bit harder. First and foremost, of course, my Chicago Blackhawks. They're not going anywhere. They're still going to be right there, top 2 or 3 team.
Okay.
The St. Louis Blues. You're welcome, Huffman.
Obviously, first round, but you're right.
There. What's that?
Out in first round, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, out in the first round, absolutely. But they'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
The Mighty Punks, as you like to call them.
Mighty Punks.
Anaheim.
Ducks are going. Okay.
Jamie Benn, his sidekick. Sagan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
That's a good
and
pick.
the Dallas Stars.
A lot of people think I don't think that's even a risky pick, by the way.
No, I don't think it's a risky pick at all.
Yeah.
Jamie Benn. He's not going to lead the league in scoring again, but he's going to be up top 5.
Yeah.
Calgary. I still love Calgary. I think they're going to be better than they were last year. I am a Goudreau guy.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Nashville.
Nashville's not going to get off to the start they did last year. They fizzled out towards the end, and it caught up with them in the playoffs. They'll be good. They won't be as good. Look for them. I'm thinking 6 or 7, possibly.
That might not be the worst situation for them to be not as good because they could run deeper in the freaking playoffs, and there's not be so much pressure on them to hold the President's Trophy.
They peaked so early.
So quick. And nobody really saw it coming. We didn't start talking about it until December. Hey, by the way, everybody, hey, Nashville's good. And they just looked exhausted by the time playoff came. I think they will make the changes, and I think they won't have – well, we'll get into that later. 2 more, buddy.
The Minnesota Wild.
Good pick.
Liked them last year. I like them again. And for my 8th seed, you know it's coming. I'm putting Edmonton into the playoffs.
You are putting Edmonton in the playoffs over the Los
I
Angeles
am doing
Kings.
it. I'm going to be that guy.
No.
I'm going to do it. Edmonton
you just
in the playoffs.
You read too much ESPN.
Nope. Connor McDavid. He's going to be the captain. He's going to be the Calder Trophy winner, and he's going to be the runner-up in the Hart Trophy.
You don't got Vancouver. You don't want
the
Vancouver.
Greatest rookie season we've ever seen. Now, I don't know about all that, but I do think they're going to have a surprisingly good year. Look for Cam Talbot to take over goal very, very, very quickly, and he's going to prove to be the real goods. He's 28 years old. This is about the time when goalies start to peak, actually around 29, 30. Learning that from you. But I think this kid has got a lot of good stuff about him. I like the team. I like the talent. I think they need a leader. And while he might not be the captain, McDavid might be the guy to get the rest of these
goddamn window if they
young
make
studs
that kid a captain. I swear to God.
Oh. Let's go Oilers. You know what? It's good for hockey when the Oilers are good. It's good for hockey.
No, it isn't. And I'll tell you why it isn't. Because that means all those advanced stat guys are right. And I can't have them be right. And nothing would make me happier when they're all out of work. You know, and I could laugh at them with their fucking laptops and their hipster glasses and their goddamn, phones and their apps and whatever. And they're like, but Boston, but San Jose, but Edmonton, and they never make the playoff. You know, so.
But I did leave. I left the Kings out again.
Yeah, I don't like the Kings. Vancouver, I'm not crazy about that either. But
I'm not crazy about Vancouver. Winnipeg, I think they're gonna have a real bad step back, bud. I just got a feeling.
yeah, I'm with you on the peg. I might surprise some people. So hot on him last year, especially if Buff's on his way out. He's one of the leaders in that team, whether he has a in his chest or C in his chest or not. Of course, the Ducks. We're definitely going with the Ducks. Got to put the St. Louis Blues. I totally agree with you on Nashville. They're not going to be, dominating in the regular season, but certainly they're going to be there.
Sure.
NASH. I better look that because in 10 months from now, or whatever, 4 months, 5 months, yeah. NASH.
7-8 months is hockey.
Months,
remember?
Yeah, whatever, how long it goes. I certainly think that Vancouver's going to make it. I can't believe they won't. Of course, the Blackhawks, Chicago.
Blackhawks are Chicago.
Yes, Chicago. Yes, yeah. Last time I checked, unless they're moving to Winnipeg, I don't know.
Oh no,
they're moving to Halifax. Of course, the Calgary. I'm a believer, and they're the team I need to win in the West because all the advanced stats guys will be out of job.
Yeah, right.
I agree with you on Winnipeg. I don't see them there, and who am I leaving out here?
I don't. You got 2 left.
Yeah, I know. I can't see. I got tough because I think Los Angeles, Dallas, and Minnesota are going to make it, and I can't pick all 3. I don't think so.
You know who wouldn't surprise me?
What?
We were so on them a couple of years ago. If Colorado came out strong, it would not be a shock. Would not be a shock. I'm not counting on it, but it would not be a shock.
This is a lot harder.
It is harder.
Chicago. I can't even read my own man. What was the last team I put in? I can't even read my own handwriting.
The last, it was Chicago.
Chicago, and then. Do I have another spot here?
You got.
Wait a minute.
7,
Ducks.
you got 2.
Ducks. I can't read one word I wrote here. That's amazing. Look at this shit. Can you read that? I can't.
I can't even see it.
I can't. All right, I got Ducks, St. Louis, Nashville, Vancouver. Something makes me want to scratch Vancouver, and
I scratched Vancouver.
I'm scratching Vancouver.
You're scratching Vancouver, so you only got 3 so far.
Then I'm gonna put the Stars in there.
Dallas.
Stars.
Yeah, I think that's
Chicago. Now I got Ducks, St. Louis, Nashville, Stars, Chicago, and Calgary. CLG.
6.
Calgary, whatever. I can't write anything. And the Kings are gonna make it.
You still got one more.
It was a fluke. It was a fluke. I'm not taking Colorado. I'm not getting my. It killed me in fantasy.
You're not getting got.
It put me out of my fantasy league by like October last year. It was ridiculous. Oh my god.
What about Arizona?
No chance. Oilers, no chance. San Jose. I bet Thornton gets traded. Dallas.
Yeah.
Vancouver. Fuck it. I'll put in Vancouver. Like. All right. Now you heard our picks. I hope you enjoyed our picks. 718-395-7660. We're gonna end the show soon. So call in if you got to say.
Tweet the picks. I want to tweet your picks to either me or Tommy. Tommy at Tommy C SFTP.
Yeah, it's the most annoying Twitter handle in history.
It is pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Mine's much more easy. At Dead on Dave V. Tweet me your picks. I want to know, and I want to make fun of it in 6, 7, 8, 9 months. It'll be fun. All
right, go over some quick news. Scott Gomez earns a 1-year deal with the Blues.
Yay!
And I think maybe he'll start scoring this year.
Maybe.
Never know. He didn't play too bad for New Jersey last year. What else is going on? Andrew's parents, we dealt with that. I don't need to deal with any of that crap. Yager saying, very good read, born. Char isn't saying anything about his status. So Char's hurt. San Jose's captain, Joe Pavelski, on Rafi Torres. When he does come back, I think he understands that we'll be a lot better. We love having him here. We look forward to his return. Definitely a tough feeling at the moment.
What is he going to get? You think he's going to get it after the 6th time?
Who
gets it after the 6th time?
No.
It's like number 6 is the wake-up call?
I had a Sharks fan write me today, right?
Oh, God.
I had a Sharks fan write me today, and I tell you what, this affects them more than you think.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't think Rafi's a horrible human being. I don't think he's like an evil, like, I don't think he's Matt Cook. I don't. I think he might be too stupid to play hockey. I think all the stuff, the suspension and everything. But I don't necessarily believe, he's a horrible person. I think he's well liked.
No, he's a thug, though.
Every time I've seen him interviewed, he seems like a reasonable, likable human being, right? And I think
sure,
this is
with
really
a microphone in his face, put a fucking hockey stick in his hand.
Yeah, it's true. And but I do think and I'm sure he knows this, he hurt his team because he is an impact player. When he's playing well, he's knocking people down, and
sure.
that's what he's supposed to do. But he just, I don't know, he's too dangerous, man. He's too dangerous.
He's got too much Mongo in him. We all have a little Mongo. He's got a little bit too much Mongo, and he just attacks people. He goes halfway across the ice to take out a guy who has 3 of his teammates already around him. I would have suspended him for the whole year. You're lucky I'm not in charge, Torres. You're lucky. You'd be done. You'd be fucking done, son.
Dunzo.
Oh, I have the Vegas odds, by the way.
What are they?
The top 5 teams. Here it is. The Rangers are 10-1 odds to win the whole damn thing. The Kings are 9-1 odds to win the whole damn thing. The Ducks are also 9-1. And your 2 favorites at 7-1 are the 2 teams that represented the league last year, Tampa Bay and your Chicago Blackhawks.
Can you believe that, Dead On Dave?
Oh, I just read it. I have to believe it. It's in print. It's on the internet. It must be true.
I don't think you guys are going to win twice. I can't believe it.
We're winning.
And you know, I'm not like one of the anti-Blackhawks guys.
I'll tell you what. If the Hawks make it again, I'm going to find a way to get to Chicago, and I'm going to go.
Really?
And I'm going to punch CM Punk in the face.
Good. I've had about enough of that fucking guy. Fucking know-nothing, ignorant idiot. Yeah, it's not a profit if they make money. It's not a fucking anything if they don't make money, you big dummy. You know what? I tell you something. You know, Debbie and he sent me a tweet from him, and it was some pretentious bullshit like, all you people are sheep. And she says, it sounds like Tommy C. When the fuck I sound like that? I don't sound like that.
I don't think I've ever heard you call someone sheep.
I don't think I did. I call them dopes and fuckheads and morons and lick my balls. Oh my God, he is such a fucking asshole. And this thing with the goddamn thing is just, I don't even want to.
He's not a good representation of Chicago.
No,
I'm not comfortable with it.
He's a pretentious prick. He's like everything. He's like that
He's
guy.
An elitist.
He's an elitist prick. That's really what he is. He thinks the world owes him something, and everybody's mean, and he lives in a very binary world where there's good guys and bad guys.
He's got all the answers. Lord Punk knows all.
So what? Because he left his fucking house? I mean, he's like the only guy I don't know. I don't get into fucking CM Punk. Good luck to your, you know, we have some big news in Chicago. My Yankees are gone, of course. That's why I'm wearing a little tribute. I'm actually very satisfied with the New York Yankee season. I think they did a lot of good things. Yeah, it should be very. They were not going to make the playoffs, and they did, and they did the best they could. And big shout out to Alex Rodriguez, who kind of overcame a lot of stuff, even though he kind of put himself in this position over the years.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Alex Rodriguez acted like a class act, and that's really.
Hey, it's not always about the story of how you get yourself in adversity. It's how you respond when the adversity comes to your face.
Thank you very much. And he did it, and I think he actually got ripped off. That season's suspension was horseshit. But yeah, shout out to New York Yankees and your Chicago Cubs, who I am rooting for, unless you go up against, because I'm one of those weird Yankee fans that love the Mets. So
tonight's the night, baby.
Yeah, so I'll probably be pulling for the Mets.
I'm not getting any sleep.
I gotta be honest with you, I probably root for the Cubs over the Mets this time.
I
think I might have, because like the Mets, I've seen a World Series with the Mets. Probably the first championship I was old enough to see. Come to think of it, in '86.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. So
it all starts tonight, and I'm covering it. I will be up all night.
Oh, yeah. Tell what are y'all doing tonight? We didn't shout that out good enough. What are you doing tonight?
Tonight, on Dead on Dave Productions. Check me out on YouTube, baby, because we will be doing a live reaction to not only every pitch that happens in the Cubs, but NXT TakeOver Respect. And whatever you guys are watching tonight, whether it be hockey, baseball, wrestling, or none of the above, call in, get drunk with me, because I'm going to be getting fucked up. And you tell me what you're watching. We're going to have a fucking awesome time tonight. I can't wait for it. It's going to be exciting. And it's going to be the birthday party, the bachelor party, but without a fucking birthday or bachelor party. It's just gonna be a fucking bro fest. I'm excited.
Brofest! Make sure you check out, if you like Down on Dave, and you like me, and you like Chopping the Point, he's definitely a big cornerstone of this particular organization, but make sure you check out wrestling, football, sports, UFC, man. Dave got it all. He's got it all. And so make sure you check him out tonight on his little party. He's gonna get crazy, get nuts. He's in the description box below. Make sure you like, sub, and share, and all that other good stuff. Let me give a few more plugs before I get the hell out of there. At Tommy C, SFTP, you can hit me up on Twitter. Shop from the point, shop from the point, shop from the point, shop from the point. One word. You had me, I'll let you. So 1-839-5-7660. You can leave a message anytime, and you can, if I'm there, you can call me and we can talk about the show and what have you. But don't get your panties in an uproar when I don't answer, because I'm, contrary to popular belief, Dave, I'm not constantly sitting here all day just waiting to fucking click the broadcast button. Can you believe that?
I was amazed to find out.
I had somebody say that to me yesterday. You haven't got up your couch in weeks. Like, what? What are you talking about? This is why I sit down to do this. I know this.
I'll have you know, he just came off of about 4 vacations in 3 months. You don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm a mover and a shaker. Actually, I do spend a lot of time here, but on a fucking couch. Well, that's not true. Maybe that guy was right, come to think of it.
No, don't do that. Don't let him in.
I thought I fucking got rid of the Zazzle logo. That thing. Don't pay attention to that. I'm on Facebook and Twitter, and we put lots of showtimes and not just showtimes, a lot of funny memes and stuff like that. So it's Shop from the Point Hockey on Twitter and Google Plus. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Like, sub, share. And I wish everybody from the bottom of my heart, I'm very, very sincere, no matter what your team is, even if it's a rivalry, from Europe to the United States and to all the way to Australia and New Zealand and places like that, have a great and wonderful hockey season. Best of luck to your team. No injuries, lots of fun, good stuff. But when it gets hot and it gets heavy, you come right here, because I'm going to give you a punch to the face. And that does not mean that tomorrow I'm not going to take shots at Jake, and I'm not going to take shots at the Devils fans and Islander fans and whatever. But right now, it's a handshake, right? Yeah.
It's a handshake, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a handshake. Oh, and
we're all being civil.
Yeah, and what was that other thing? Oh, yeah. Get out of my creek! Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button again. Well, I'm moving the button right now. This is not working out.
Tune in tomorrow for In the Crease with Davey V.
Yeah. I can't believe I did that.
Fuck.
That was a good division. Thank you, everybody. Now I'm all pissed off. I'm going to be up all night. You know what? You know what, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Get out of my crease. Okay. Let's go, Rangers! Let's go!